Yeah, little Michael and Christian and they start playing. Christian almost beat Ronald. Well, I ain't gonna say he almost beat
Okay,
him,
so
but he,
he played against Ronald. That's why I didn't know who he played. I don't know if it's like a video or something. I just seen it like in passing. So he played Ronald and almost
yeah.
beat him.
Now he ain't gonna say he almost beat him, but he played him tough.
He
Ronald
played
was
him
surprised
tough.
he played him tough that long. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was
That,
like, yeah, he got some good.
that's Michael Lane's son. He better ask somebody.
That's what I told him. I said,
That was,
I said, I'm not shocked because I know you, but you didn't tell me that you was schooling them on that chest. He was like, oh yeah, I mean, we be
I could see that. I could see that. I wasn't surprised.
yeah,
I wasn't
yeah. So
surprised at all.
we
Yeah.
just building, you know what I'm saying, just enjoying it. Me and Ronald, we have our little end of the days meetings, everything on how to take everything that we doing.
Okay, cool, cool.
So yeah, we just tapping in. So I tell us how I know throughout the week. Tell us about the first few days of summer camp. Just tell us how you feeling and what you.
Oh, I am in the zone. Um, it's just I don't know. These kids are just super, super, super duper wonderful, amazing, thoughtful. You know, I love the age appropriate stuff. You could tell which ones are going to that we'll have to like spend extra time because they the ones that want to get their way all the time, and that might be the way it happens at home, but it don't happen here. And it's just been a beautiful 2 days, totally beautiful. So I plan on putting my potatoes in the car tomorrow, and for gardening time, they're gonna get to dig out these potatoes. Then we'll let them cure. And Vano, he's real good with the gardening stuff. We'll let them cure, and you'll be baking those, hopefully some potatoes next week that they can have. That are actually that was actually grown. You know what I mean? And they got to dig them out and see the flower, the plant, and all of that. So yeah.
Yeah, it's been great. I told you I got my first couple kids on Monday, and I almost cried when they got dropped off because I'm like,
That's
this is real.
I know. I remember. I thought about that. After I came home, and I thought about you saying that, and I'm
Yeah,
like, yeah. And I'm so, just focused on let's get this. And I said, man, I missed that just how big this is for you, and it is beautiful. And if you were not as we discussed before, if you were not jumping out of planes without parachutes,
yeah,
it wouldn't happen. It
yeah,
wouldn't happen
yeah.
because I would have had to have everything in this in line and that line, and it had to be all lined up, or we weren't going nowhere.
We ain't
But
doing that
no,
unless
I'm
we.
following Tony. I was like, well, okay, we going. What are you doing, huh? We could camp this week, okay. And following Tony, I'm like, okay, I
He's
gotta
like,
get
hold
ready,
on,
gotta get
hold
ready.
on, we ain't got all this together yet. How we gonna do camp? We just gonna do camp.
Yeah, Tony. Yeah. Yep. No, but it wasn't just. It's been good. That's all I can say. I like, when a kid eats a hot dog and says, "This hot dog good." I'm like, yes, we're getting it right. And another student, another trainee, because these are CEOs in training. So another chief trainee, um, she had her sandwich and she was enjoying her sandwich. That sandwich is good. And I said, that's what you want. Because I remember like maybe going places or doing things and you get some bad food you can't eat. You be like, I don't want to go back there. I don't care what all else happened. I need something I can eat. And
Yeah.
so yeah, all of that,
And the
on
thing about it
point.
is, it was funny. Like Saturday when some of them came, for the brunch or whatever.
Uh-huh.
It was all frowned up. I don't know if I'ma like this. I don't do this. I don't do that. And I won a couple of them on Saturday, but to hear the parents say, I know that they love it because one parent told me today, like we was running late. I told her she gonna miss camp. She jumped straight up. I'm talking about she don't jump out of her sleep. She said she jumped straight up and got dressed and rushed me, talking about we can't be late for camp. That just I just melted.
Oh no, I know. So that means, or what it says to me is that stamp of genuineness. If
Yeah,
we were fake, if we wasn't really about this life, we couldn't impact kids. Kids know.
yeah. I always tell people kids feel energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They
I'm just
feel that
saying
energy.
they know.
Yeah,
They like, and if they not sure, they're gonna watch you until they find out.
mm-hmm.
You don't just walk up and get an instant approval. You don't get that.
Nah, yeah.
And so just the energy and Ronald, he brought in I call it a spider plant. I think he called it something else.
Oh, snake plant.
Yeah, the snake plant, and he
Snake
was
plant,
like,
yeah.
it draws in good energy, and it makes.
You
I'm
you
like,
see the big thing he got sticking in it, the copper. You see the big stick. You didn't see that inside?
no, I mean I saw it, but I didn't see. I saw it, but I didn't get to say what is that. I didn't
Yeah.
get to process it. So what's that about?
That's about the energy and the frequency of
Okay.
the copper. Because I remember having a copper bracelet on before, and they was like, it's his positive energy, this and that. Because he gave me one, and I got one in my house. He's like, you need this around you wherever you at the most. Like he's deep into like the energy of the universe.
Okay.
He put two over there by my chickens. He got one in the garden that we got in Bartlett. Like he's super high on like
okay,
energy, just good energy around everybody.
I'm gonna see if I'm gonna get one. I might get one before it's over.
Yeah,
he might say I could get some energies too.
Yeah, so I just thrilled. And I gotta guess. I guess soon. I mean, I don't have no regular sleeping pattern anyway, but I've been sleeping even less because I just
the excitement.
Yeah, I was telling Cheryl. I said, man, I'm like a kid. I'm like a kid in the first day of school when back in the days we used to sleep in our brand clothes and we couldn't sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I've been feeling the last couple of days, and just excited to just be there and just excited to see the kids excited coming through. Like, hey, Mr. Tony, like this and that. And then the parents said, oh, I know they like it because they ready to come and they waking up to come. And then I heard a couple kids today say, this is way better than school. And I'm like, yeah, that's what we need because we're building our own school. We're building a school.
I know when you have a young man say to you, he want to learn cursive writing.
Yeah.
To have any young person say to you, I want to learn. Mm-hmm. That's the objective.
Big, yeah.
Pulling out of them what's in them, and what's in them should be a desire to learn and grow. Yeah. It was somebody make that analogy of like, the trees don't argue and fuss and talk about I don't feel like it, I ain't growing today. Everything else in creation handle their business as appropriately as they should. But us, sometimes we just get it wrong. We like, no, I don't want that, and I don't, and I'm out there just, obstinate. But we can be like the tree. Yeah. We can be like, hey, and we're supposed to learn from nature.
Yeah.
We're supposed to learn.
Like I say, we haven't even put it all together yet. This is just the energy that's going. These first couple of days, just energy, basically, just a love and a want, just a want of change and this and that. And just the response, and I know the parents is the parents because they, at the end of the day, they the ones that dictate if they come or not. But the energy from the kids is what tell the parents if they should be more involved in this program or not.
That's true too.
So the parents let me know that they energy that they getting from their kids about this program is making them more encouraged and making them really want to take this more serious. Because right now it's like, okay, whatever, I tried or this and that. And like I say, some parents might use it as a daycare or whatever. That's cool. Bring them to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Like I was telling Ronald, like, that's what they use school for. But school has indoctrinated and programmed them the wrong way. But they use school just to drop them off for daycare. So why would I feel offended by you using me the same way? The difference is the energy and what they going to come back with is something the school ain't giving. That's going to be the difference. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, use me. If you think you're using me right now, just as long as you drop them babies, I'll keep using me. You know
right. Still with us. I can hear him. I can hear him. Just keep on using me.
Yeah, keep on using me. You know what I'm saying? and I was just hearing them walking around, all the kids. Yeah, I'm a boss. I'm a CEO. Just it sounds small right now, but it's the programming that they're feeling the confidence of. Yeah, I can own this. I can have this. I can do that. But I'm possible. I'm not impossible. I'm possible. Like what today with Van was there.
Yeah, Van is awesome.
And people with and Van used to more teenagers, but I told them, like, if we're gonna build a school system and you're the teenagers, you still need to these younger kids need to know you as they grow up in the program. So when I pass them out to the teen side, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Yeah. How can we do that? So it's a beautiful thing, just bringing different voices in, different people that they can inspire to just hear from, and just I don't know, like, and that's why I don't be worried about. I'll be like, man, we ain't got to.
You don't worry about nothing, Tony. It's okay. I got you. I got everything. I worry about it. You just
look at me like,
no, it's me. But you understand the balance.
No, yeah, I do.
You understand you guys. To get me from up here.
Yeah.
You got to be about right here to get me to get here.
Yeah.
I'm like that.
Ronald's like, I'll be freaking out. I'll be doing this, and every time he said, man, I don't know what it is. It's something special because when you walk and you talk to these kids, they just calm down, they ease up, they whatever they was going through. He said, man, you just got it. I don't even know what it is, but you got it because they respond instantly to you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's what the parents were saying. Like there one parent on Monday, she was like, my daughter is not gonna be able to stay there the whole time. I know her. You know what I'm saying? So she came at 12:31, and her daughter was like, I'm not going home. And she was shocked. Like
go home for what? Go home for what? No.
I told her leave the baby with me till 4. You know what I'm saying? And she came back at 4. You know what I'm saying? She was like,
oh, that is so awesome. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just I've been on my little high horse, and I'm thankful for you, Terrence, and just everybody that's chipping in today. Miss Robbie came because for the last 2 hours of the day, you know what I'm saying, was just me, Ronald, and another guy. And I told you.
I know when I pulled off, I was like,
No, you good. And that's what I told you, that you're going over and beyond, because I already knew people was gonna flake out on me, but I was like, okay, I got these people that can come for these slots, and that'll get me through every day. You know what I'm saying? And then I got people like Robbie today. She don't teach or nothing. She's just a parent in the community that she said she'll be back tomorrow. She just anytime I need her to, well, she worked to 1:30, but she said anytime after that, if it's no women around, because I told her I always want a woman around because I got boys and girls, and that's just that's off of a parent. And the parent told me, I respect you even bringing that up, because I had that in the back of my mind. I just didn't want to say that to you. I said, these babies' safety is first for me. So whatever you think about any kind of harm or any kind of, and she's like, yeah, I was a parent that something happened to me when I was younger. So when you told me that you're gonna make sure there's always some kind of woman around, even like my mother-in-law, I don't care, even if you don't teach or know nothing about students, I want a woman in the building. And my mother-in-law, that they came
whoever's in the building, you know, because I know I don't know everybody.
Yeah,
so just know that whoever is around us, Mama Bear is watching. Mama Bubbly. This brown Bubbly Bear. I love that Bubbly Bear. Anyway, so I be watching. They're my babies.
That's number one.
That's my babies before they got there. I don't care. But yeah.
So just me knowing that I need to earn the respect from parents, because they don't see somebody like me don't do this type of stuff every day. That's just the honest truth. A lot of people
they got your family. You'll be tripping.
Yeah.
But you family. You know what I'm saying? I got cousins. This is who we are, and we don't love us, then we already lost the battle.
Yeah.
So we should not be tripping. Yeah, somebody else who does might trip if you don't really understand our culture and you can't get with who we are. Mm-hmm. Then that I understand. But no, for me to, respect and honor who you are as you are, that's because you cousin so-and-so or brother, you know what I'm saying? And that's the connectedness that I believe we had all the way from the continent to the time that we've been here building America and in America. It's this bond that we just have. It's a bond that we just have, and we get it. So, some people might have crossed over in the indoctrination where they can look and judge you or me. Yeah. They's tripping.
Yeah.
they've canceled out their culture and said that, you know, they don't really love themselves because you can't. It was I think evolution is when, for me, is it doesn't matter what picture you put in front of me of any person that is of African descent. I need to be able to see in that person and love the person that shows up on that screen. It doesn't matter if they, you know, I don't want to like. I'll just go if they bright skin, dark skin.
Yeah.
Okay, grill, no grill, teeth, no teeth. Yeah. It don't matter. That's my people. That's my. And so for me, when I got, you know, when I could let go of some other things, proper prim, whatever, that's my people, and that's how I have to. That's how I have to love. To me, it became a reflection of me loving me. Until I can love everybody that looks like me, so I can not, you know, I'm like with Tony, they may have to be vetted before we get to working together, something like that. But just on the rip, it should be a place of honor and respect. I think somebody had mentioned, you know, you can walk past another Black person and we don't have the eye contact we used to have. We don't all the time speak because we're from different. I don't know where you're from. But it's joyful for me. I'm looking. If I see somebody that looks like me, I'm trying to make some eye contact to say, hey, I see you.
Yeah, so
I see you. We in this. We still here.
We still here. We still kicking. And
just validate one another, because I don't know where, you know, how this podcast can ready to go, but we have some horrific things that happen. And you might think it's happening to somebody else, but it really, somewhere in your psyche subconscious, is happening to all of us. Yeah. It's not just one person. It's not them. It's all of us. Even if we don't move as a collective and everybody doesn't see us as a collective, the reality is we are, whether you say it or not. The rest of the world is operating under the auspices of groups.
Yeah.
This group, this group, this group, people groups. I mean, you know.
No, that's just what.
And that's how the world operates. So how do we look when we can't
figure it out?
Openly figure it out and openly say, "Hey, what I get ready to do? Some James Brown. Hey, I'm proud. Say that. No, and whoever you are, whatever your background is, you need to be proud of that. Period. I don't know what it takes for other people to have the level of pride that I have. Because our history builds that in us for me, because somebody else would have to tell you their story. Yeah. But for me, the journey to loving my Blackness, loving myself in a genuine manner, was a journey. It wasn't overnight. It wasn't overnight. Not in this system that we're brought up in, where we see angel food cake and everything is white is right, and you know, the Christian church, and we got the white Jesus and the God the Father, the beard, you know. Yeah. I had to, I'm speaking to somebody else, but I had to come through that and learn to love my little Black self. And I'm not going to say little, I've learned to love my superhero Black self. Yeah, you know, see how, you know, I'm sorry if this traffic is all cars. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's and so one of the main things that makes me so protective about kids is I really don't want to see them harmed or hurt in any way in their psyche that says to them that something's wrong with them. Nothing's wrong with you. You are capable. You are beyond capable. You are beautiful. Just the way you are. Yeah. And so am I.
Yeah.
And we're going to walk in that thing.
We're going to walk in that thing just like
Absolutely.
And that's why I love, because kids, you can either damage or you could build them. You know what I'm saying? So
you better hear it.
And that's the part of is trying to get them, even if they're going through rough times, they still haven't been damaged. So if I can catch you right then, I'm like, oh, even if you are damaged, but you're still young, we can rebuild it before it just gets into, oh, I've been damaged for the last 5, 6, 10 years. And now it's just kind of like, I mean, not saying it
The
can't be
shell is
fixed.
so hard to
Yeah,
break.
it's so hard, you know.
Hard to break. I don't know if you had a chance, and I don't know if Corey's gonna watch, but the holler movement. I don't know why, but yes I did. Corey posted something, and it had the holler. I went back and got the holler documentary, and I started to read it. I mean, started to listen to it again. It's a video documentary.
Yeah.
And it just has a lot of people who lived in a certain situations and things that they kept saying how hardened they had gotten, the walls that they had put up. And so, yes, the younger we are, the younger they are, and the quicker we can help them not to have to build those walls, to have, what is it that Mr. Tony wants? Number one, we're going to build your self-confidence. Because if you're confident, then you're going to go out there and you're going to conquer the world. You're going to do what it is that you came here to do, anything you desire to do. But without confidence, guess what you're going to do?
Yeah, it's gonna be.
You're not doing it because you don't have the confidence that you can do it. So that's one of the things that I like about camp. And I like about, like I said, okay, Tony, you the vision. Tell us what it is. Why are we here? What is our mission? What is our goal? You know? And I got those, I pulled those 3 things out, and those kids will know those 3 things. When I had to talk to the kids, one of the kids today or something, and I had to let them know, I only got 2 jobs. I got 2, and they already know what's one of them, and what to keep us safe. That's right, to keep you safe and to help you learn. So if something's going on and I have the ability to help you learn, you're not going to take that from me. Yeah. I'm going to help you learn. So you might, we'll come and have this little powwow. But what am I doing? I'm helping you learn, baby. I can't. What?
Building you up. Yeah.
That would be so wrong of me.
Yeah. Nah,
cannot do it. Y'all not going to get it. Y'all going to get whatever it is that comes in my spirit that says that'll help that baby learn something.
Yeah.
Put that baby to, because a lot of times if they don't have that, or they don't know that that's what adults are for, they help you learn. They're not mad at you. They're not fussing at you. Yeah. They're giving you information that they want you to take and grow and learn from. And that's it. That's what adults are supposed to do. Keep you safe and help you learn.
Yeah. So we can have all the fun and all that stuff, but we're gonna do it and with those 2 things leading everything else,
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're gonna have fun.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun,
Yeah.
I know one thing, you gotta smash hit with that hip hop math. They crazy.
Hip hop math, multiplication and division makes me glad. Y'all don't know about that life, but y'all can, because we building institutions. Is that right, Mr. Tony? Building them.
That's how the day ended.
They like that.
That's how it ended. We played that, and they just. I said, "Are y'all learning about?" But I already know
they do.
I already know they are because because they learn the music song. They learn, and that's what I try to tell the parents. But a lot of the parents think it's just we kind of like dumb down our kids. We kind of think that that might be too much. Because I've been told this by parents. Is that too? I don't know about finances and stuff. It's too much information for my baby. I'm like, do you listen to some of these kids talk in the room? These kids, they got a whole bunch of stuff already in their brain. We need to give them this stuff. They need this instead of that other stuff in their brain, because kids are sponges. I always bring up that study when they say at 4 years old, most kids are geniuses. But by the age of 10, they done lost it because of the school programming and all that stuff. They done lost their genius. They done lost that, that something that was came in them natural has been drained out of it, because the system want geniuses. The system want workers and people that just follow suit of what you're supposed to do to keep this system going.
Yeah.
And that's what we're fighting up against. That's what we're building up to add a value to our community that's never been there.
Yeah, and I might say that they don't lose it, but it just goes deeper inside, and it's harder to pull it out. And the reason why I say that is because of the brilliance that I see in those who have experienced the most tragedy. Yeah. When they blossom, when they are brave enough to come out of themselves and do what that greatness was, I like to say it was stolen. Yeah. Y'all thought they had it, but you really got it. And then the magnificence. So you think of Malcolm X. Think of his story.
Yeah.
Think of what was in him when he was Detroit Red or whoever and whatever, right?
Yeah. Not
It
for real.
was in him all along. And then it was ignited. And then he decided, I'm getting ready to walk in this thing.
Yeah.
And not halfway, because he knew where he came from. And because he could identify with and touch the circumstances of his people, that kept him motivated. As in, yeah, I got to, I got to keep. I know. I think it is. I know why I signed up.
Yeah.
I know at what point that nothing else mattered. That I couldn't turn around in my hero's journey. He couldn't turn around. How could you? How could you know as much as he know and be who he was and have the power of voice that he had and the influence he has on people? How could he do that and then one day just go, no, never mind?
Yeah,
well, no, never mind. There comes a point of no turning back. Sure. And so, yeah, we want to kindle the fire, and hopefully, we get to do it every year, or every event, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
That it stays there and never gets blown out, and just, continues and blazes as they go into the world. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be, young people change the world. Yeah. They go into school systems and say, hey, I want to see this and I want to see that. And one thing I tell you that I know to be true, unless it's different now, is that they may not want an African American or a history class in the school, but you can have any kind of club you want as long as you get a teacher sponsor.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? If we have enough people like me and as we reach kids, and if they say they want to do it, all you need is to find one teacher that'll sponsor the club. All that means is when y'all meet, they're going to be there. And then you can learn your history. Yeah. And you can learn it with your peers. You don't have to just learn it at home. You can get it into the schools. But even if they, it's a club. You know why they can do it? Because you got all these other clubs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That have nothing to do with school.
That's exactly why. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, anyway, I think I went out on a tangent.
Hey, you know me. Time I told you that, you told me, nah, baby, it's fine. You did right. I'm gonna tell you the same thing back. Nah, tangents. It's just real. So yeah, I'm just still excited. I still just looking at things that I want to do and how I grow. I got a potential of I think a couple more kids coming on. I know, like I said, I got kids that's in summer school, so I know it'd be an extra like 7 or so the last week. That's within itself. But a parent is talking about, she want to add it. Well, Ava got a brother.
Okay.
But she, and Ava grandpa just died, so his funeral.
She did. She told me that.
I think the funeral is Saturday. I think.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin she had a baby about a month ago when her baby died. So they're having that funeral Thursday, but of course I won't be able to be there because I got camp. So that's unfortunate. But I thought it was gonna be Saturday.
Yeah.
But yeah, she got a brother, and the mother, everything they going through and other stuff. She's like, well, I want to try to see if I can set up a payment plans, this and that. I said, well, we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
But bring him.
Yes.
I'm to the point now, like I'll fund it because it's never been about money. Of course, $300 for 3 weeks. Believe me, I can show you receipts of what I'm paying for food, and I'm thankful for all that. But $300 there's no money being made here. It's all about It's all about the planting of the seeds, and this is the foundation of what we're trying to build.
Right.
And I don't have no problem funding that. I've been funding CEO Youth League for the last couple of years, but my pay is seeing those smiles. My pay is seeing the House of Resources becoming what it is. My pay is when people like you come back and pour into me. That's my pay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
So we got to be able to put skin in the game, and that's why our community fails, because everybody want to know, well, I can't make no money today. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I need this. I can't do it, and I understand it because we do need money to survive. So I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that it hinders us from really the progress, because we always a dollar first before anything we can do. So I'm just excited about that. But yeah, no, you know what I'm saying. So we just recapping and we just chopping it up. I was I told Kimo, I said I gotta get out because I got you know me and he'll get to talking. I said I gotta get out because me and my friend we gotta have our little chap up. But I know
Yeah.
I know the morning coming fast and all that. Just definitely didn't want to miss the thing because I'm so excited about it. So I just wanted to get on here and talk about camp for a second.
There it goes. I got the light on. Okay, no, that's cool. I saw the podcast with Mr. Chemo, and I was like, that was just like bridging the gap too.
Yeah.
It's like bridging the gap, mama, and then bridging the gap.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
And
so that was pretty cool.
We got a meeting Saturday, so we're gonna sit down Saturday face to face and do really,
you will enjoy. You will. It'll be good.
Really put some stuff together. But
yeah,
I'm just super excited. I just wanted to get on here and talk to you because I haven't seen about camp. I've been posting clips, but I haven't really got on here and said nothing or went live or anything. You know.
Yeah,
so.
I know you record. I'm like, oh, bye.
And I got that's nothing. I got way more footage than that. I just ain't posting everything. I might make a summer camp recap, like a little documentary or something.
Maybe.
All kind of everything.
Stop it.
They good. So yeah. So now that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get ready because the morning coming fast anyway.
Yes.
It'll be another day. So hey, I'll let you have the last words. Anything you want to say or anything you want to, I'm just excited that it's in motion and this thing that popped up in my head is actually here. I jumped out like you say, I jumped out the plane without my parachute, and
that's what you do.
But I was able to do that because believe me, I would have tried to string it together some kind of way, but without you, without Terrace, without my wife, without y'all, who just really like pouring into me and helping me, and she doing the assistance and this and that. Like without that,
yes.
I probably would have. I can say I could have had some kids, but this is 10 times harder than I thought it would be. Just put it like that.
You didn't know. I figured you didn't know. I don't know if you knew or not. I'm just, because
no, but I just know I wanted to do something with the youth. I knew that part, but see, me.
I'm having summer camp. I'm like, he having summer camp. I thought it was a big idea. And that's okay because I kick it with Sid. And Sid, he's in the big ideas.
Yeah.
It is all good. It was, was something that I needed. I miss being around children. And so I'm in my zone. I'm loving it. And you provided me that opportunity. So I'm very much grateful. I am in total agreement with you that we are, we're experiencing an amazing team that's come together, and it's only been 2 days. So what is and our presenters, our Shape Bingo and Van, I'm watching him, I'm listening, I want to learn. I'm like, yeah, Van. It's been amazing, but it is not yet what it is to be.
Sure.
And that's exciting too, that we get another day and another day and another day. And it's just super, super exciting. And so all I can say, because I get to have the last words, is that don't be afraid to jump out of the plane. You got that idea.
You got to try.
You have that. I'm telling you, I've watched this man do it. Put it out there. It'll happen. Yeah. Jump out, and the resources, the people, and everything would be put in right place. If you had the idea, it was for a reason. If it was a constructive idea for the upliftment, especially in my heart, for the upliftment of our people, okay, you have an obligation to let's do it, and then just trust that the people who you need are going to be right there with you when it's time. So y'all go jump out the plane. I'm not getting out the plane, but after you get out there, I can guarantee you, if I'm around, I'm going, how can I help? What can I do?
You sure been the parachute, the bungee, or whatever you want to call it. You sure been there for me since I jumped out. So
I'm trying, and I can only do so much. That's the reason why you have an army behind you. You just keep following where you're being led. I'll put it like that. Just keep following where you're being led. by whomever, because we get caught up in other stuff. But follow your heart, your ib. And that was all I got to say. Y'all go and jump. Go jump. I'm not jumping. But once you get out there and I see you halfway down, I'm going to say, hey, what you need? I can read. That's what I'm holler. I can read. I got a superpower.
Yeah, she so do. Definitely.
And then you got the other people that are just.
Yeah. And that goes back to the old way of saying it takes a village. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
I jumped out, and it's been a village that's been there supporting me, and all that.
Unc, we holla out for Unc. Unc taking care of DJ. He taking care.
Yeah.
And everybody that's contributed, it's just been so beautiful.
I'm about to call him now because what we were supposed to be doing. I told you what we was gonna be doing about the next couple of days. Unc, I didn't know because I hadn't heard from him since Monday evening. Unc been in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the progress of, because I knew, I'm like, Unc ain't text me back or nothing. He texted me back today, and so I'm about to call him now that we get off the phone.
Please check on him, and I'll find out in the morning. I will see you and the rest of the
crew,
CEOs, they chiefs, and then they're gonna move to executives, officers. Then they'll get their official certificate of CEOs.
I need to go and get on that too, because I don't want to last second. I want to go and get that together. So we'll get on that. So we'll start.
Well, we got a little time, but it'll okay. Got it.
All right. Well, I see you tomorrow. You have a great night.
You too. Peace. We're having so